Tony, 1-0 in college basketball. I took those Baylor Bears and laid the 40, 44, 40, whatever. It might have been 50 by the time the game went off, but starting the season 1-0 took Baylor. They rolled this morning, if you will, to get their season going. You know, it was a top five against the bottom five. And I'm not talking 20 teams here. We're talking, 360 plus teams. Mississippi Valley was no match. Baylor gets the cover, and I'm 1-0.
Great, congratulations! 1-0 to start the college basketball season with Baylor. Yeah, they was free and clear there. They were up like 50, the last 5 minutes of the game, so it was pretty much free and clear there for the win here. As we'll look to continue on that positive vibe of Ramon in college basketball. We go here to college basketball here on Fox 1 tonight. Actually, Fox Sports, on the Fox 1, they do the whip around. If you have the app, you can watch these full games in full length without the interruptions. So just this is what they did last year with the whip around. They whip around different games if you're on Fox 1, but if you have the app, you can watch the full game. Villanova here to face the Salle. Villanova laying 15, total 137.5.
Yeah, let's start the season in the Big Five. Why not, right? Wow, a couple of new coaches. Who would have thought Jay Wright? Jay Wright will be, one of those commentators we'll see this year. Who'd have thought that Wright would retire right now, given his career trajectory? He's now an analyst, but things have a way of working themselves out. You gotta think he'll end up still somewhere on the sidelines, but I don't know. He's 60 years old, so Kyle Neptune comes over to take over from Fordham, and Temple's got some. I'm going to be all over the Big Five here. Villanova's got some guys to, kind of replace, but they've got some guys who can do some scoring. I think this year Caleb Daniels and Eric Dixon kind of return. So maybe for Villanova, they'll have to do it maybe in the front court to get it going, but they still have some guys who'll be able to score. Now, I think the perception here, the total opened 142 and it's down to 137 and a half. So I get it. I think everything, Villanova will look to maybe slow it down, just control this game. But LaSalle, they've got Fran Dunphy comes over to take over for the team with the team this year. They've got to replace their top three scorers. They've got Jameer Brickus and two guys that they did bring over. You might remember the Jami brothers from last year's great run from that St. Peter's team that made that incredible Sweet 16 run. Now they're not known for their scoring necessarily, but they're going to be asked to continue to grow. They've got a couple of years left. They're going to be a couple guys that are going to kind of control or get LaSalle still to be able to compete. This, I would think they'd still be a pretty fine team. I mean, these guys are a couple of big guys in the front court, but they got freshmen come from Lithuania, 6'10", so they're going to be pretty good, I would think, in the front court and can be able to match up a little bit. I think this one can get into the 140s. I disagree with the move here, and maybe the move's pretty sharp. You'd think that Villanova, given the way Neptune ran his situation when he was at Fordham, that maybe it'll be a slower paced game. Total's already dropped 5 points, but I don't know if I see it that way. I get it. LaSalle has to replace some scoring as well this season. Both teams really got to replace some scoring, but Villanova, they've got Cam Whitmore, top recruit. Villanova, they're still going to be able to get guys. I would think Neptune will fit right in the recruiting wars there, and they're still the team in Philadelphia, certainly, that are going to attract the attention of top recruits. I mean, Villanova, there's no reason to think that Villanova isn't going to, it's hard to replace a guy like Jay Wright. I mean, this guy, Hall of Fame coach, I would guess, when it's all said and done. But Neptune comes in, you're not inheriting a disastrous situation when you come in to Villanova. So I think people think that it's going to be Villanova kind of dictating a slower pace here, but I still think they've got the players to score. And LaSalle, they definitely are going to continue. I think Fran Dunphy. I mean, looks like he'll be able to do a pretty good job with the Explorers. So I'm going to look for this one to go over, Tony. I just disagree with this. I guess it would be a sharp move. I think all the moves are have to be considered relatively sharp when you're talking about this 123 game card or whatever it is. We don't have the this year's data to go off of, certainly, but I see plenty of line movement out there on a lot of these games. Some I agree with, some I don't agree with. Here, I think this one gets into the 140s with LaSalle and Villanova to get things started with Big Five matchup. That's a good way to start the season today.
Good way to start season here. Ramon here with LaSalle Villanova over 137.5. Now, I know you got that Temple reference in there with Fran Duffy coming over now. The question mark here is, the guard play is not ranked very highly for this LaSalle team. And of course, the strength of this Villanova team is the guard play. So interesting to see how the styles will be, how the Villanova team looks now under the coaching change of Neptune. Remember with the Jay Wright, these guards, it was all about guards, man, with that team under the previous coach.
Oh, sure. Oh, no doubt about it. And they'll have uh, Chris Diacono. Chris Archidiacono will be, kind of the guy handling the guard duties there. So you got the experience of the senior, and I mentioned Daniels also a senior. Mentioned, those recruits also coming in that got another couple of guys, Mark Armstrong, Brendan Housen, see how these guys fare as well. Just kind of see this team out the gate. They're going to build the same team, build the same type of team as usual, I would think, at Villanova. But again, I think it should be able to click. But again, I look at LaSalle when you bring in those two key players now. The Drummer brothers, they were rebounders, right? Last year on that great St. Peter's team that made that incredible run, but they're going to be asked to do a little more. The brothers from Mali, so I think that LaSalle might end up being one of those teams that could be a sleeper this year. I mean, Dunphy, he's been around a little bit too, so I think when you're talking about familiarity in the big fight, I like it to go over, Tony. I think it's going to be better matchups really on the card today. And we're looking at a 15-point spread there, and maybe I'm not sure who might get the money here in this one, but maybe that kind of favors my situation for it to go over, especially if LaSalle can hang in there. We'll see. I don't know if it's. I don't think with Neptune coming in, they'll miss a beat necessarily in these early season contests. But anytime you're matched up with these other Philadelphia teams, certainly you want to put on a good show, especially to start the season.
All right, Ramon here on LaSalle Villanova over 137.5. This one will have a start time here of 3:30 Eastern time over on Fox 1. They're doing whip arounds on Fox 1. You want to watch the whole game, you're going to have to watch it on the app. All right, Ramon, let's look over at TonySpicks.com for today's action. Guys, we've got, as we said, many games here from college basketball as well as the NBA schedules a 15-game card. They're going to take the night off on election night Tuesday, so they go 15 games tonight, as well as action on the ice. We got the Monday night football game as well. What do you have going on over at TonySpicks.com? As we see great results for the last 3 days, 2,562 units of profit, all documented over at TonySpicks.com. What's going on over at the site?
Mostly involved in the NBA tonight, Tony, and I'm moving in hard on the NBA. I want to hit this card heavy. It's an interesting card. If you look at the start times, they're all staggered tonight, and that's basically a feature that the NBA has put together for tonight's card. You mentioned everybody with the night off tomorrow, but tonight they're kind of promoting their app. Really, it's really by design. The NBA is starting every game pretty much within a 15-minute window, one after the other from across the country. So, could be a very, very fun night of action. And I'm coming in with 9 plays tonight. I've got 3 3-packs, all for $30 over at Tony'sPicks.com. A heavy card on this 15-game card. You see the numbers there on the screen, Tony. Almost 2,500 units in the NBA all time here on the site, off to a decent start as well this season. But you see the three packs there, and that's how I'm going to hit this card tonight. Going big. Definitely going to finalize some college here. This is a real maze today, no doubt about it, with this college basketball. And there's been some line movement. I'm kind of still feeling my way around the card and how to negotiate it. So you might see some of that late steam that you're interested here, Tony, with this card. Just a real maze of games. Mindy and I talked about a dozen of them today on the morning steam, and gave out some plays there as well. And just want to see a few returns from them, but probably going to have a little something together in college basketball. Not sure. We talked about the football game on the show. Right now, I don't have a premium in this football game tonight. I did give out a play on the morning steam show today. On the Monday night game, but not sure if I'll have a premium tonight there, Tony. I'm going to go hard in the NBA. Is also a 3-game card on the ice. We covered each game on the morning show, but so far nothing in the premium department. I'm liking the NBA tonight, Tony. On this, like I said, a very unique situation that the NBA is doing. They're promoting their app with these start times. Really, that's, I guess, really the only way to kind of describe it. And that's Mindy explained it to me, actually. I just caught note of it and uh, asked her about it, and she came up with the answer to what the EA is trying to accomplish with this very, very unique card, which could be interesting. It's going to be one finish after another if they get some close finishes. You talk about whip around, Tony. You could be bouncing from finish to finish in the NBA tonight, one after another within a 15-minute span. Watch one finish, go to the next game. Watch another finish, go to the next game. So I think it's a fun card to bet on too. And I think my results are solid enough that I can come in pretty hard tonight with this big package that I've got lined up over at Tony'sPicks.com.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. He's got his Monday night, late night 3-pack up there, as well as a premium pass here from the NBA as well. So get on board here with Ramon Scott. Lots of actions, 3-packs up there, a couple of them as well. He does have a play free here on Monday night premium pass. So get on board right now with Ramon. You see the results have been outstanding over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll put them up there for you again. As you'll see, over 2,500 units of profit here the last 3 days. He's been on absolute fire over at Tony'sPicks.com. So check Ramon out over at the site. And of course, as we scroll, we'll see Ramon's numbers here. They've been fantastic here. We can see how many sports that he wins at. I mean, it's just amazing when you look at the numbers here for 2022, showing great results here. NHL, NBA, we see the results up here. Over 25 years of profit. NFL, college football, he's winning at NBA Summer League. We didn't combine NBA Summer League with NBA, or that number would even higher there. MMA as well. CFL, you caught his CFL series as well. So get on board with Ramon with his packages right now going off over at Tony'sPicks.com. As we can scroll down, you'll see that he does have his Monday night NBA. A lot of NBA on the board, as he mentioned, with some 3-packs up there. But the way Ramon's running, you may consider the longer term passes. That 1-month pass will get you all of Ramon's plays here for 30 days, include all his NBA. College basketball, college football, right? That'll take you right into championship week here when you get that 1-month all sports pass, right? So we got another 4 weeks of action here from college football, so you can do that before we hit to the bowl season. I should say it's before Army-Navy will be the 5th week, but that's a standalone game there the following week. But anyway, get on board. NFL, NHL, and of course, World Cup starts in 2 weeks. You know Ramon's going to be in action at World Cup, so that's also going to be part of that 1-month all sports passes, MMA as well. So get on board. Great. The way Ramon's running, you may consider the longer term pass here with the 1-month pass. That is probably your best value there right here. Just click it and get signed up. And we're going to save you some money right now when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll be able to save 20% off. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the all cappers tab, and get signed up. And then when you do that, you'll land right on his page. And all you've got to do is just kind of scroll down to where the long-term passes are and get signed up with them right now, the way Ramon's running, and use that promo code. All right, Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you. They can find more free picks over on the Twitter account at Tony's Pick Ramon, and also you are part of that. You host the morning steam with Mindy. A big show today with a lot of coverage, a lot of games.
Yeah, Tony, I do have a pickup for you at Tony's Picks Ramon. It's going to be in the NBA tonight. I've got a total for you. Head on over to Tony's Picks Ramon. Pick up another free winner tonight in the NBA. So you can make it a 10-pack if you want. If you pick up my packages here, pick up a 3-day pass or something. And I've got another one for you over there at Tony's Picks Ramon on Twitter. It's going to be a total in the NBA tonight for my social media pick on the site. Tony, they're going to make us blue check marks or something like that. I don't know. It's the real me. That's all. That's all I can tell you. I don't need to be verified. I'm right here with you every day, 5 days a week, and on our site. Whatever we want to do to promote our website, to promote Tony's Picks, I'm down with it. But I'm verifying myself right here with you, Tony. Hopefully with some winners.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's really not to do with the verification. It's 10-minute video length. It's also 1080i video. If you check the Twitter accounts, the 1080i, the upload speed is going to be quality. Also, you get better search as well with the Twitter Blue. There's a lot more features. It's not so much for the verification. It's for the added time on the video. The extra, you're not going to be limited on text as well. It's going to be full length text. It's going to be, it's just basically better suited for businesses. The way it's rolling out looks, you got a business guy who owns it, so that's the benefit there. More importantly, the 1080i quality, which better than YouTube. YouTube's only is at 720. You get to 1080 there. When you get to the Twitter videos, the quality is better there on the Twitter account. So as you see, that's the reason for the Twitter Blue there, is to get those better benefits there from, not so much with the verifications names, but more so with the added features, the better search results. You get preferential search, you get the better quality video, as well as the longer length video, and maybe even longer. So those are just three of them. There's also business tools involved. There's a lot of other stuff we've been looking at, but it's a really good value for us, not for everyone, but the way we look at it. Great value there. All right, so guys, get on board with Ramon. Find him over at Twitter and check out the morning steam action there. Now, on your drive home from work, if you're driving in your truck or you're driving for the commute, you can listen to the full-length show, 2+ hours a day on the morning steam in podcast form. So if you're out on the West Coast, sometimes you have those 2-hour commutes. Or if you're a trucker, guys, we love our truckers out there. So listen to the full-length morning steam, full of breakdown today, an NBA, the 15-game card, NHL, the college basketball, and more. So check out the morning steam on your way home on the podcast. Ramon, it's always a great having you show. Keep up that great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
No, thanks a lot, Tony. Appreciate everything you do. I'm glad you're on top of this stuff, and that's why I got involved with the program here with you, because it's hard to do. It's just hard to start something really from a grassroots type of thing. And when you have a partnership like I have with you, with Mindy, with the GM, and you have solutions and answers to stuff like this moving forward in this landscape of social media and everything that we're doing here at Tony's Picks, it made it a lot easier for me. And all I got to do is keep on picking these winners. So I appreciate you.
You got it. Appreciate having you aboard here. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. All right, let's continue on here with some Game Day Picks, guys. We're with you here Monday through Friday.